Chapter 5. Syllable Stress. A syllable is a small unit of speech that consists of a vowel or a vowel and one or more consonants. Stressed and unstressed syllables form the basis of the rhythmic patterns of English words. Many languages place the same amount of stress on each syllable. For example, in many languages the word banana is pronounced as banana. All three syllables are stressed equally. In English, we pronounce the word as banana. The second syllable is stressed. The vowel within the stressed syllable is longer, louder, and higher in pitch. The vowel within the unstressed syllable is reduced and becomes a neutral short vowel called the schwa and is pronounced as It can be spelled with A, E, I, O, or U. All of the 5 vowels can sound the same if they are part of the reduced syllable. As you can see, it is more important to know which syllable is stressed than how the word is spelled. If people sometimes don't understand a particular word that you are saying, chances are you're stressing the wrong syllable. Stressed and reduced vowels. Listen to the following word pairs and notice the changes in the vowel sounds depending on whether the syllable is stressed or reduced. The first word of the pair has only one syllable, so the vowel must be fully pronounced. The second word has 2 syllables, with the second syllable reduced. Even though the ending of the second word is spelled exactly the same as the first word, the vowel is pronounced differently because it is part of the reduced syllable.
Man, salesman, pose, purpose, race, terrace, late, chocolate,
Chord, record, rage, courage, fast, breakfast, land, England. Now, listen to vowel changes of words that have the reduced first syllable.
control, add, advice, lag, lagoon, ball, balloon,
Red, reduce, off, offend, mat, material, mad, Madrid. Comparing stressed and reduced vowels. Let's compare some words that begin with the letter A. The first word that you hear will have an A in the beginning of the word, which is a stressed syllable, and the second word has an A as part of the reduced syllable. Pay attention to the differences in pronunciation. The first word has an A sound, and the second one has an A sound. Word pairs for practice.
absent, about,
After, afford,
address, address,
adverb, admit,
allergy, allergic,
ally, allow,
angry, annoyed,
apple, apply. Stressed and reduced letter E. Now let's practice stressing and reducing the letter E in some common words. The first word has a stressed first syllable, and the E sounds like eh, and the second word has an unstressed first syllable with the E sounding like
envy, enjoy,
edit, addition,
extra, exact,
enter, enough,
enemy, explode,
episode, escape,
empty, employ.
words beginning with CON. Now, let's practice the stress and reduction of the letter O in words that begin with CON. The first word has a stressed first syllable, and the second word has a stressed second syllable. In the first word, the CON sounds like con, and in the second word, the CON sounds like con.
Concert, concern,
Contact, conclude,
conflict, confess,
conscious, confirm,
contrary, continue,
concept, confuse,
confident, convince,
contract, connect. Words beginning with PRO. Let's practice some more words with the stressed and reduced O. The following are very common words that are spelled with PRO. In the first word, the first syllable is stressed, and therefore the PRO sounds like pro. And in the second word, the first syllable is reduced, and the PRO sounds like pr. Listen and repeat.
product, produce,
Process. Proceed.
problem, procedure,
Profit. Professor.
progress, professional,
Probably. Pronounce. Dangers of stressing the wrong syllable. Stressing the wrong syllable sometimes creates misunderstandings because people think you're pronouncing a completely different word. The following words are great examples of why syllable stress is such an important component of the American accent. Listen and repeat.
noble, Nobel. He won the Nobel Prize for his noble effort.
Invalid, invalid. The invalid has an invalid permit.
Personal, personnel. Some of the personnel have some personal problems.
Eligible, illegible. You won't be eligible for that position if your handwriting is illegible.
Pronouns, pronounce. Can you pronounce those pronouns correctly?
Comedy, committee. The committee watched a comedy.
Advantages, advantageous. It would be advantageous to learn about the advantages of that method.
Decade, decayed. Their relationship has decayed in the past decade. Content, content. Are you content with the content of that letter?
Career, carrier. He had a career working for an aircraft carrier.
Study tip. Make a list of commonly used words at your workplace or your field of study. Ask a colleague or a classmate who is a native speaker to pronounce the words for you as you record them. Listen to the recordings carefully noting which syllable is stressed. General rules of stress placement. This section will give you some general guidelines and patterns of American English syllable stress. Keep in mind that there are many exceptions to these rules and that English syllable stress can be quite irregular. Get into the habit of using your dictionary or asking native speakers to pronounce new or confusing words for you. Two-syllable words. Nouns, stress the first syllable.
Action. Paper. Building. Concert. Teacher. Father. Window. Garden.
Verbs, stress the second syllable. Produce. Achieve. Apply. Succeed. Attach. Employ. Include. Destroy. Noun and verb pairs. The following pairs of nouns and verbs are spelled the same but pronounced differently because of changing syllable stress. Make sure you reduce the vowel in the unstressed syllable. First, you will hear the noun and then the verb. Listen and repeat.
Addict. Addict.
Conduct, conduct.
Conflict. Conflict.
Contest, contest.
Convert. Convert.
Convict, convict.
Defect. Defect.
Desert, desert.
Increase. Increase.
Insult, insult.
Object. Object.
Present, present.
Produce. Produce.
Progress, progress.
Rebel. Rebel.
Record, record.
Research. Research.
Subject, subject.
Suspect. Suspect. Sentences for practice. You will hear both a noun and a verb form in each of these sentences. Notice the stress changes.
The singer wants to record a new record.
The drug addict is addicted to heroin.
He insulted me with a rude insult.
I would like to present all of the present members.
This permit permits you to park your car here.
They protested in the protest.
Do you object to this object?
The convict was convicted again.
I suspect that they caught the suspect.
They are going to contest the results of the contest.
Dialogue for practice. Have you heard? The police caught the suspect.
Do you mean the one who is suspected of robbing the bank?
Yes, I heard that he had a criminal record.
Oh, really? What crime was he convicted of?
He's a drug addict who's been robbing banks to support his addiction.
How many years do you think he'll spend in prison?
A maximum of 10 years, but he might be released early on good conduct.
If he conducts himself badly and insults the prison guards, I wonder if his sentence will be increased.
I don't know. I haven't heard of a prison term increase for insults and bad conduct.
Words ending with tion and ate.
Verbs ending with ate stress the first syllable. Nouns ending with tion stress the second syllable before the suffix. Activate, activation.
Celebrate, celebration.
Congratulate, congratulation.
Demonstrate, demonstration.
Donate, donation.
Frustrate, frustration.
Imitate, imitation.
Locate, location.
The ate word ending is pronounced fully in verbs but reduced in adjectives and nouns.
For example, the ate ending of the word separate is pronounced ate if it's a verb, as in separate, and it when it's a noun, as in separate. Word pairs for practice.
Separate, separate. They have decided to separate.
They will live in separate houses.
Alternate, alternate. She alternates between feeling happy and sad.
Do you have an alternate plan?
Graduate, graduate. He will graduate next spring.
He will be a college graduate.
Estimate, estimate. Can you estimate the cost of the repairs?
I would like to have an estimate of the costs.
Duplicate, duplicate. I will duplicate this document.
Please make a duplicate of it.
Appropriate, appropriate. The city appropriated the money for the new park.
It was an appropriate decision.
More stressed suffixes.
Words with the following suffixes: et, eek, ease, ear, ain. Stress the suffix. Employee,
Trainee,
cigarette,
cassette,
unique,
boutique,
Japanese,
Chinese,
engineer,
volunteer,
maintain.
explain,
Prefixes. Prefix plus verb combinations usually have second syllable stress. Oversleep,
overdue,
understand,
undertake,
outlive,
outperform,
rewrite.
redo.
If the prefix plus the root word function as a noun, the first syllable is stressed. Oversight,
Overdose,
undertaker,
underwear,
refill,
repeat,
outsourcing,
outcome,
reflexive pronouns. Stress the last syllable. Myself,
yourself,
himself,
herself,
itself.
ourselves.
Study tip. Practice reading aloud, underlining longer words, and determining syllable stress by looking in the dictionary, which will help you to hear the word.
More practice with prefixes. Practice saying the following groups of words with the same prefixes, paying attention to the changes in stress. In the nouns, stress the prefix. In the verbs, stress the root word. Listen and repeat. Pre,
Preview, prefix,
prevent, prepare, predict, proceed, prefer, pretend, per,
permit,
perform, persuade, permit, pro,
product, process, profit, progress, project, program,
produce, protect, propose, project, prolong, profess, promote, miss,
mischief, misprint, misfit,
misplace, misquote, misread, con,
concert, contest, conflict, congress, concept, content,
confess, control, conduct, confuse, confirm, consent, console, calm,
complex, compound,
compete, complain, compare, compose, compute, ob,
object,
observe, obtain, obsess, obscure, obstruct, sub,
subject, suburb, subway,
subtract, submit, subscribe, X,
expert, exile, excerpt,
explain, extract, exhale, excuse, exchange, exceed, exclude, excite, D,
detail, defect, decrease,
deny, demand, defend.
Discount, discourse, district,
Discuss, distrust, disturb.
access, addict, anchor,
Agree, apply, admit, adore, afford, alert, applaud, approve, arrange, attack. Test your knowledge. Paragraph for practice. First, you will hear the paragraph read quickly. Then, you will hear the paragraph again, and you will be given time to repeat after the speaker. The protest. The protesters gathered in front of the government building expecting to confront the elected officials. They were protesting the recently uncovered corruption. It is believed that the officials were inside the building discussing the conflict. The crowds threatened to disrupt the meeting. Some workers complained about receiving threats from the protesters. The mayor confirmed that he would conduct an investigation and try to resolve the conflict. The sheriff will assist him to compile all the details of the investigation. The mayor assured the public that he would make an effort to protect the citizens from further corruption. You will hear this paragraph again. This time, listen and repeat. The protesters gathered in front of the government building, expecting to confront the elected officials. They were protesting the recently uncovered corruption. It is believed that the officials were inside the building, discussing the conflict. The crowds threatened to disrupt the meeting. Some workers complained about receiving threats from the protesters. The mayor confirmed that he would conduct an investigation and try to resolve the conflict. The sheriff will assist him to compile all the details of the investigation. The mayor assured the public that he would make an effort to protect the citizens from further corruption. Syllable stress changes in suffix changes. When a word changes from a noun to a verb or adjective or adverb, frequently the stress placement changes as well. Listen to these common words that non-native speakers tend to mispronounce. Politics, political, politician.
photograph, photographic, photography,
Compete, competitive, competition.
economy, economical, economize,
Democrat, democracy, democratic.
family, familiar, familiarity,
Necessary, necessarily, necessity.
hospital, hospitality, hospitable,
Origin, originality, original.
mechanic, mechanism, mechanical,
define, definition, definitely,
vary, variety, variation,
courage, courageous,
probably, probability,
geography, geographic,
memory, memorial,
Canada, Canadian,
ignore, ignorance,
Sentences for practice. He likes politics.
he wants to be a politician.
I love photography.
Do you take a lot of photographs?
He studied economy.
He's an economical shopper.
Do you know that family?
Yes, they're familiar to me.
He's a very good mechanic.
He's fixing the mechanism.
Their opinions vary.
There's a variety of opinions in the room.
We celebrate Memorial Day.
It's in memory of the veterans.
Do you know the origin of your name?
No, it's pretty original.
He's a registered Democrat.
He watched the Democratic debate on TV.
It's not necessary to do that.
I don't necessarily agree.
He likes to compete.
He's always been very competitive.
test your knowledge. Listen to the reading of the first few paragraphs of the American Declaration of Independence. Pay special attention to the syllable stress of the words in italic letters. The American Declaration of Independence.
When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed.
Reduced vowels for review. As a final review of this important chapter on stress and reduction, you will now have an opportunity of breaking the habit of pronouncing each vowel fully as you would in your native language. You must remind yourself that one of the most important factors to a great American accent is the concept of stress and reduction. Listen to the following words pronounced incorrectly with a strong foreign accent. Little, social, level, awful, symbol. Now, listen to the correct accent with unstressed second syllables. All of the syllables are pronounced the same, even though the spelling is different. Little, social, level, awful, symbol. Read the word list below, one row at a time, making sure that the vowel of the unstressed syllable is reduced and pronounced as the schwa. Words ending in le, al, el, ul, ol.
Little, social, level, awful, symbol,
Gamble, mental, marvel, beautiful, idle.
able, final, travel, careful, capital,
Double, practical, angel, faithful.
cycle, local, bagel, harmful,
Handle, animal, novel, thankful. Words ending in en, ion, on, an.
ocean, fasten, common, fiction,
American, children, person, nation.
urban, chicken, lesson, million,
German, dozen, iron, direction.
woman, given, melon, attention,
Veteran, driven, Jefferson, action. Words ending in ar, or, ure.
grammar, teacher, visitor, culture,
Popular, driver, liquor, measure.
sugar, singer, actor, injure,
Familiar, answer, color, brochure.
nuclear, sister, junior, failure,
Regular, border, major, pressure. Words ending in ace, ous, ose, uce.
terrace, cautious, purpose, lettuce,
Necklace, fabulous,
palace, dangerous,
grimace, curious.
surface, delicious,
Preface, religious. Words ending in ant and ent.
distant, present,
Elegant, accent.
infant, talent,
Instant, frequent.
constant, document,
Important, payment. In this final group of words, the first syllable is reduced. Words beginning with a, e, o, u.
attain, enough, obtain, undo,
Achieve, elect, object, unfit.
admit, effect, observe, untie,
Adore, equip, obsess, unhappy,
awake, exam, offend, uncover,
announce, example, occur, unlock,